Well, we're just getting this reset up. I knocked it. Anyways, once again, Heidi Ho, Canadian freedom fighter. This is part 2 of dealing with Saskatchewan government insurance. Except the surprise is, which I get to towards the next few videos, is that SGI hired people to do reviews that have no license to practice business in Saskatoon, and they need a special license if they're outside of the province of Saskatchewan to conduct business in Saskatchewan. So far, I've asked Saskatchewan Government Insurance twice to provide their business license. They've responded with no response. So anyways, be on the lookout. Check things out, because again, everything I say is always in my opinion, but it appears as if both doctors that they used illegally, which I don't think their reports makes that valid then. But imagine, why do you hire private people? Well, if you hire private doctors and they keep giving you bad reports to the clients, SGI loves them. But if they were going to give true and accurate and, in their opinion, reports, and a majority of them were in the car accident victim's favor, how long do you think it would take SGI to find somebody else? Now, that's my opinion, and it makes sense to me. So here we go with part 2 of this special series.
Hello? Hi, is Heidi there? Speaking. Hi, Heidi. You've been calling back from Venture Rehab? We were just speaking about about you trying to reach Dr. Dutra about a report? That's correct. Okay, so it's not something that was done through our office. I guess he does do some of these SGI assessments independently, but we are going to pass your name and number along to him, and then he'll reach out to you from there, okay? Because unfortunately, there's nothing our office can do because it wasn't done through our clinic. But we will pass it along that you're needing to speak with him. That would be nice. Because as I stated, July 30th is 2 years, which means I have, we'll round it off to 90 days to file my case in Court of Queen's Bench. Okay. I've been to Court of Queen's Bench many times. I've been to small claims court many times. And the reason that I record all of my conversations is I'm also an advocate. And when I'm advocating for people, I get them to record conversations with whoever we're dealing with, whether it be a landlord or a government official, and record their conversations. And then when we're in court, if they, pardon the expression, do not tell the truth, out comes excuse me, Your Honor, I'd like to introduce my phone as evidence that perjury may be taking place, and then the judge isn't happy anymore. So I've only got 90 days left to deal with this before I have to file. And of course, and then get subpoenas out. So, I'd much rather have this dealt with as a human being to a human being than have to put him on a witness stand and ask him why he refused to talk to me, knowing that the information that he's been given is either incorrect, incomplete, or a total misrepresentation. But as I stated to you before, when my family doctor
morphine. So that's 18 milligrams a day, plus 4 more milligrams twice a day, so that's another 8. So when he makes a statement and says that my medications haven't changed, that's totally inaccurate, and it's not going to look good on the witness stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's the one that put it in writing to SGI, so I got the report, so, you know, what they say, so sad to that. But I would much rather have this straightened out than have to put him on a witness stand and go at it from why did he do that? Especially when he knows that I've been trying to phone to correct this, which means that he's being complacent with SGI in continuing to give false information.
Yeah.
And that's why I've been a successful advocate for over 25 years. I've never lost a case, and I don't intend to lose this one. But Lakeside Medical started whining when I told them that, well, sorry, all my phone calls with you are recorded. But in Canada is a one-person consent to record conversations, and the one person is me.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you catch people, that's what judges just love to hear.
Yeah.
And like I say, when I file my subpoena and have to subpoena him to court, it's not going to look good that he refused to talk to me to try to straighten out the information that is incorrect. Because if all these people are saying that I need home care support, and he's saying that they said they didn't, somebody's in the wrong.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be Smithwick's physiotherapy, and it's not going to be my occupational therapist, and it's not going to be my family doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So then the chips fall where the chips fall, and the end result is a lawsuit.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, Dr. Ducha doesn't work through our office unless like it's for like a full MDA assessment.
Yeah.
So this is that would have been done independently. But we do have his contact, so we'll send your information along to him.
Yeah, but just remember it's Lakeside Medical that has been insisting for me to call you.
Yeah,
And that's why I called you again today when I got off the phone with Karen, I believe her name was.
okay.
Because I'm also a brain injury survivor, and because of this accident, I see double.
Goodness.
Yeah, and seeing double is not very good for your brain because it just gives you terrible, terrible headaches.
Oh, it's sure.
And
Yeah,
on my body, L1, L2, L3, L4, L5 are herniated. In my neck, C4, C5, C6 are compressed. And then that's not counting the brain injury or all the other injuries that the driver caused to me when they ran a stop sign, hit me in my electric disabled scooter, and totaled off the $5,000 scooter, and the only protection that I had was called the shirt I was wearing, my skin, my muscles, and my bones. I didn't have the protection of a seatbelt, airbag, steel surrounding me. But their car was totally inside my scooter, that the handle that moves your steering column up and down was broken off.
oh my goodness.
So that means that they were in the middle, that deep inside my scooter.
Oh goodness. Yeah.
And to say that there's nothing wrong with me when everybody is saying there's something wrong with me, I'll make sure somebody is held accountable for that. And that's why I've been a successful advocate. And people use me from BC. Saskatchewan doesn't even have an advocate. So I've done lots of advocacy. In fact, I even beat the provincial government on home care support for one of their clients and got him major money. A person to come in to clean his house and a person to come in and do his cooking.
Oh, wow.
Plus his check. So they weren't happy when we threatened them with, well, that's okay. We'll just take you to court for child abuse.
Well, hopefully,
And then all of a sudden the ministry found section 41 and 42 that, oh, gee, we didn't know that we had these sections. Yeah, right. You didn't know that you had these sections. Well, if you don't know that you had these sections, what are you doing appeals when you don't know your job?
you should definitely know that if that's your job. Yeah, I agree. I'll pass this along, and then I really hope that he reaches out to you.
Yeah, well, none of this is meant to be threatening or intimidating in any shape or form. It's I'm trying to get things straightened out
Yeah.
so that I can get on with my life. They won't even let me go to physiotherapy.
No.
They won't even let me get classes.
Yeah.
But they've got the reports that I never had double vision before. But that doesn't matter to them. They're refusing all. Like, if I refuse to go to physiotherapy for SGI, the next day I get a letter saying that you're kicked off and your file is closed.
Oh, goodness.
Well, isn't that what happens when you disobey their directives?
I'm not sure how it
That things happen. You get kicked off and your file gets closed and you lose your case because you didn't go along with what they were being told. Just like workers' compensation, if they say you need surgery and you say I'm not having it, well then they say fine, your file is closed.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure how all that works.
Now, well, being an advocate, I can guarantee you that's how it works.
Yeah.
So, but they can tell me and refuse to give me physiotherapy, which has hindered my progress in getting better.
Well, hopefully you get it sorted out. I hope this will.
Well,
I hope.
I can tell you that the cop that attended the scene refused to give the driver a breathalyzer. At that time in Canada, it's legal, it's on demand. Refused to give any tickets, such as running a stop sign, hitting a pedestrian in a legally marked crosswalk, driving with undue care and attention. And I complained, and you know what that police officer did? When he gave the ticket
And that video was recorded twice. The second time it was recorded with Canadian Rights Media. Look him up, he's great.
When we went to court, that wasn't appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the judge didn't like the idea of him saying those words, and that I demanded information from him. Judge wasn't impressed at all.
Yeah.
So now my next job is to get him fired for filing false police reports. Because if you're going to file a false police report, what else are you going to file for a false police report? The next David Milgaard, if you know who I'm talking about.
I don't.
Oh, well, he did 23 years in prison for a murder that he didn't commit. That the Crown Star witness was the murderer.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely. There's some scary people, that's for sure.
Well, that's what happens when you file false police reports. Judges use them that because they're supposed to be 100% accurate and not made up.
Yeah. Nope. Definitely.
You can Google Dennis Milgaard, and every once in a while it's Larry Fisher was the Crown witness who murdered the nurse behind the funeral home on 20th Street. Was it 20th Street? There was a funeral home in Avenue O somewhere around there.
I am not sure.
Yeah, well, they found the poor nurse
Yeah.
murdered after he raped her.
Oh my goodness. That's awful.
Yeah, but Dennis did 23 years in jail for a crime that he didn't commit, and the star witness was the murderer because when they found out about DNA, they did DNA, and Larry Fisher was the murderer, and he was the Crown's star witness.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't have to go though, Mike.
Yeah.
My phone's right here, but we'll pass this along, okay? And then that's all that we can do. So I really hope that it gets sorted out for you.
Well, like I said, doesn't matter to me because you'll have to explain it on a witness stand in front of a judge.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hope it doesn't go to that. But you have yourself a great day, okay?
Yeah, well, because I'm not afraid to go to court. I've been there many, many times. Doesn't bother me one little bit. But he'll be the one that has to explain to the judge of why he didn't want to correct this problem.
Yeah.
And where did he get the information from to get this assessment from?
Okay. Yeah, and I should probably get sorted out one way or another. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that onus is all on him.
Yeah.
Not on me.
Yeah.
Mine's just prove it, but I got it in writing, so not a problem.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay, have a great day.
You too. Take care. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
if you ever run into problems with the cops, for $20, make sure you go down and get a copy of the police report because you never know what's in it until you read it.
All right. I will remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. You take care, Heidi. Okay. Bye-bye.
So once again, the most important information was opting out of no-fault insurance. Beware of police officers. Officer Aaron Parker filed a false police report, and later I'll be uploading all of that information and ruining my perfect record of 25 years and never losing a case. But sooner or later, you gotta lose. So I've been very successful. Can't talk about clients' names, but one person, I got an extra $700 of income on top of his disability and home care support for cooking his meals. So again, I'm glad that I ran into him and he's glad he ran into me. I never charge for my advocacy. I do it as a helping back society as in truth, and bothers me greatly when it, what are you hiding that is so serious that you have to lie? As a child, our automatic response is, oops, I'm not going to admit to breaking the window. But that's a child. As an adult, we realize that first thought most likely goes through our mind. But then being an accountable adult, you go, hey, wait a minute, that's not worth lying about. So here's the truth. So again, opt out of no-fault insurance. Thanks, Eddie Tyrone of New England Trust. Anyways, I thank all of my subscribers. You don't know how much I appreciate you. And anybody that watches these videos, please feel free to leave me a comment. Please always hit like and subscribe. And I have a special tips phone number if you need to talk to me. 778-807-0852. That's a computer-generated phone number, but you're welcome to phone if I can help you in any way, shape, or form. That's the greatest thing I can do for my worthiness of being a human being. So once again, Heidi Ho, signing out until the next video upload, shortly going to happen.